dear audience, and welcome back to yet another Vinland Saga. We're back with the 20th episode, and the fight is fully on, and I'm back with these people, and as usual, you're gonna be watching it. We hope you enjoy.
I can't wait.
Lots of people die.
Let's see what Torgel's gonna do.
Yes, I think Torgel's gonna bite the death. But how? That's the question.
Sword or spear?
Axe.
Or maybe they capture him and they use him as a token against his dad.
It could be
That's
as well.
not actually a bad.
That's not a bad conclusion.
Or maybe Canute is wearing his cross on his back and protect him.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's just go and
Let's
see.
see.
Because I need to know what's happening.
Gimme. Let's battle an axe.
今まで13人殺したそこらのアホに比べりゃ自分は強い方だと思ってる殺しは楽しい生きがってるニャルルのガキあの顔ときたらだからわかる俺の目の前にいる横一列の敵
Both?
怖えちくしょうあいつら楽しんでる
Isn't this the guy from Snakes?
Yeah, it's Fox.
It's Fox, yeah.
Despair is spreading on the battlefield.
Huh? He used the real name.
Yeah.
走るああやられちまうアラグマラガス
Oh wow, cool animation. Oh. Is this the first one that has fallen from the drone?
Probably.
99 more to go. Fucking idiot.
何死なねえと飢餓の実力差が分からねえとはな退却退却
Oh shit.
Is he done as well?
こんな働きで借金が帳消しになると思うのか借金も何もあんたはもう終わりだよケティルさん少しは俺たちみたいな貧乏人の気持ちが分かったかいどんな理不尽な仕打ちでもあんたは王様に逆らっちゃいけなかったんだ俺たちがあんたに従ったようにな力は正義なりだケティルさん世界はあんたより強いやつのためにあるんだよ
Maybe true words.
Oh shit.
どうしたウルフはいえ今ケティルとおぼしき者が私の部下に倒されました不手際だ捕獲しろと命じたはずだ申し訳ございません陛下確認してまいります用務戦士団が逃げる者の背を切っているそれも命令違反だ不老機に追撃するなと伝えよ
Oh, nobody by his side.
なんか知らんが中市長が離れたチャンス遺体を粗末に扱うな後で遺族に引き渡しクルート見知らしもらった
Oh my god.
How's he gonna get out of this one?
Did they really kill?
No. Come on.
That would be quite the shock.
It's not happening.
No, not Canute, but
Get him.
Oh.
Good reflexes.
Woohoo!
Oh shit.
From Helltime, yeah. Oh.
驚いたぜ。まさか俺の剣を受け止めるとは腕を上げましたな、陛下。
It's actually gotta be clacker now, bro.
いいぞ。それでこそ大将首ってなんだぜ。
Oh.
遊んでやりてえのは山々だが、すみませんな。ちと時間がね。改めて見せる主張だね。
Ah, fuck.
The captain.
貴様、僕も陛下も足がねえ。
Yeah.
It's not letting go.
Yeah.
My god.
陛下、剣を私にお下がりください。
And now he has to fight with his bad hand.
There's a post?
He's gonna run.
Oh, yeah. Good.
深追いするな。ウルフ、そなたも重傷だ。世の油断もあったが、それ以上に操る大胆な男だ。再び部下に欲しいな。とどめたい。
But he doesn't want to kill him.
グルート陛下が襲撃されてる。全員戻れ。誰だ。スントールギルか。はあ、やばかった。旦那、生きてるか。よし。あの兵隊どもは旦那の顔を知らなかったみてえだな。運がいいぜ。クソ思ってんな。
Lost an eye then.
死んで楽になろうなんて思うなよ、旦那。愛軍の将の責任取ってもらうぞ。鉄拳ケティル。
3 out of. I like how they sort of cheat a little bit by just putting the cut off parts of the bodies with blackness instead of showing guts and stuff.
村を焼かれた時の音、世界が壊れる音、戦争をしてるのね。
大丈夫、心配いりません。俺たちはもう奴隷じゃない。この農場を去るんです。あれは俺たちとは関わりのない戦です。
ここを去ってどこに行くの？
Iceland.
Wherever.
Oh, new
わ
page.
しの村へ行こう。ちと寒いがいいところだ。
It's a little bit cold.
奴隷はいますか？戦争はありますか？
かつて争いはあった。これから先ないと言えば嘘になる。
私は行かないわ。私は今から違うところに行くの。
Vinland.
ガルザルと子供たちが待ってもらってるの。お礼を言いたかった。
Did she came back just to say thank you and then die?
Looks like it.
ありがとう。エイナルさん、トルフィンさん、
I guess she sort of has lost her will
あ
to
り
live.
がとう。
Hey, yeah, like losing a second child, man. Come on.
ずっと悪夢の中をさまよっているみたいだ。一人っきりで。でも朝のおしゃべりがエイナルさんのお話。
ダメだ、アルネイさん。しっかり追ってくれ、アルネイさん。アルネイさん、お腹の子を子供を守るって言ったじゃないですか。
So pale. More than usual.
この子はもう行ったわ。みんな死んだわ。大切な人はみんな。これ以上生きて何になるの？もうここには何も。なぜ生きなければならないの？
だって俺はあなたをアルネイさん。どいてくれ、エイナル。昔父から教わった死者を蘇らせる術だ。
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying.
What are you not buying? Her dying?
No, the CPR.
Why not?
That's kind of selfish.
My wife's gone.
Man, she was gone the moment Garler showed up, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a blow for Einar.
There's like, what, 4 more episodes to come. Shit can get worse.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
And the way it's looking, not... I don't have great expectations of a good ending.
Not in this arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
はるかの西大海の向こうにヴィンランドという名の土地がそこは暖かく豊かで奴隷商人も戦の炎も届かない遠い地だそこならきっとあなたも苦しまずに生きていけるアルネイズさん俺たちと一緒にそこへヴィンランドに平和な国を作ろう
Yes, he remembers the story.
お前らがなんでまだこんなところにいるんだ
Oh.
No, don't do that.
よせエイナル聞いてるお前がアルネイさんを殺してやるやめろエイナル旦那を殺しても何にもならないそうかアルネイズが目を覚ませエイナルお願いだエイナル
Oh, he gone berserk. Yes. Get him grounded, man.
Snap him into his
Yes.
senses.
Yeah.
Einar was seeing red for a moment there. His curtain fell.
I want to see Thorfinn with a full beard, man.
お前の怒りは
You bearded fetishist.
収まりはしない怒りが怒りを呼んで次々に人が死ぬだけだ俺は
I'll be honest, he looks really cool with the goatee.
地獄の中に
Nah, I don't like him like that.
エイナル
A full beard would be better.
俺と同じの
Clean shaven.
Clean shaven, really cool, but this way reminds me of Ashkelat, and that's why I like him like that.
We're watching a lot of depressing stuff, man.
Sorry.
Alright.
Well, you're making it harder for yourself. I'm not getting in this.
I know.
Thankfully.
He made it hard for me.
分かっとる船出の準備を頼む
It did feel like an ending, though.
It did.
神はこうしている今も我々を見ていらっしゃるのだろうな友を失い親と子が殺し合うそんな様の全てを天空の高みから見下ろしておられるのだろうトルフィ待てどこへ行く待たんか何をす
He's
るつもり
going to give us the best fucking finale.
Uh,
旦那はまだ生きてた捕まってもいない決着がついてないんだこれ以上死人を出さずに済むかもしれんバカなすぐにわしとここを離れるんだなぜお前がそこまでせねばならんトルフィン今度こそお前をアイスランドに連れて帰らせてくれおっちゃん、昔話してくれたよね。俺たちのご先祖様は逃げて戦いを逃れてアイスランドにたどり着いたってあの時はかっこ悪いってそう思ったけど今はすごく誇らしく思うざっと見たところクヌートは100人前後の兵しか連れていなかったどんなに悪く転んでも生きて戻るだけならなんとかなる
Basically said, if it's that bad, I'm gonna kill them all.
no.
Kidding.
He needs to find some weapons though.
No, he's not using weapons. He's gonna
He's not
sneak
gonna
in.
find. Yeah.
いつでも船を出せるようにしておくぞ。無理はするな。必ずアイスランドに帰るぞ。アルミン。
Oh my god.
That's actually gonna be.
Those were
It's
clouds
actually gonna be a
before.
really cool
Last
ending.
time it was water.
Yeah.
If we see him get reunited with his sister, I don't know if his mom is still alive.
Place your bets. what's gonna happen.
If the old man is still alive, his mom is probably alive too. She
Yeah.
was younger.
Yeah.
But didn't they raid their village?
No.
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 That's a dream that he kept having. Or
Maybe
his
that's
father
from the,
died.
From the period you thought the show is weird.
Yeah, could be.
When
Where-
you skipped.
Where the period where you thought it was weird because his father
Watching.
died and then he was alive again in the village.
What?
He kept dying because he was looking at watching Vinland Saga like this.
I'm gonna give this episode a 10.
10 again, yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Three
Another 10.
three perfect tens right after each other.
It was
And I guess
something
the
tells me
next
the
ones
next
are
ones
gonna
are
be
gonna be 10s
10s.
too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get an 11 by the end of this.
No, I just really, the first thing that comes in mind while watching the show was like, through watching the show was like, I remember now, Yavor seeing the CPR scene and just being, I don't buy it.
Yeah, but what didn't you buy? The way he did it? Or
That
he was
he
be
did
safe?
actually CPR at this time of
I
in this century. I don't know if it was
I would
invented by
believe
then.
that
or
this
they
is
knew
a kind of a technique that's going far back in time.
Of course it is.
Just now
Yeah.
they're calling it a CPR and they know perfectly why it's used. And back then maybe they didn't know your heart is a bit to the right, but they knew that it's there.
They didn't know for what it was
They
used,
probably
but
knew.
he explained it really cool.
I mean, to the left
My
side.
dad told me that this is used to bring back dead people.
Yes.
So he actually explained it really
I
cool.
think,
and
Yeah.
Uh,
For that time it's simple enough and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
believable.
Well, key historical developments of CPR 1700s
Fuck you, you're
and
Czech.
1800s. So around 1,000 years after this.
yeah, but
I mean, they could have just, let her die and not have the whole CPR thing, even though it was more dramatic, but just.
well, when your loved one is
Oh, it
dying,
wasn't-
you would fight for him.
I don't know.
I just want to note something
But
real
it's
quick.
it's also about being widely spread as a knowledge because it's not impossible that.
Yeah, and some
We
places
have
it's
Some
seen
places.
wait, we have seen people throwing giant fucking rocks in
Rocks.
this show, and you're trying to
Yeah.
Yeah,
Complain
explain
about
a CPR.
it's fine.
It's not impossible. But you would be surprised by some of the things that have been developed officially way later. For example, in medicine, you had like
some shamans.
Yeah, there is some.
in medicine something very obvious. Like you would think like people would have known it for like 1,000 years. For example, hygiene. You know how there was supposed to. I'm not sure now. I know it's a Hungarian guy that thought of this. In his hospital, women that gave birth kept dying, and it was called like a fever for women that give birth, for pregnant ladies.
Yeah.
And like it was, I believe it was like up to like 50% of the women that gave birth died, and the reason that it happened, his theory, and he turned out to be right, it was because that the surgeons, the doctors that would help the women give birth, would prior to that give surgeries to other people without washing their hands. So they would infect directly, the doctors would infect the women, and that would be the reason they died. So he was like, we need to
Sanitize a bit.
sanitize. And if we sanitize, then there will be no such issues. Which at the time was considered by the other doctors in general, the faculties, to be like a gross thing to say, because how dare you say that a doctor with his mistakes can make such big mistake that 50% or like 30-50% of the women die, like, and you're blaming the doctors. Like, you can't accept that, you know, as an institution. The funny thing about this guy is that later on, because of his rejection and all that, the way he was treated by the other doctors, etc., he went mad. He went into a psychiatry, you know, the special,
in asylums.
he got an infection because of the same reason that he was arguing against. He got an infection. Nobody cleaned when he was being operated on, that, and he died from that, from an infection. The way
The fucking
from the exact thing that he was arguing and said, like, you need to sanitize.
But,
and I
but
think
honestly,
later,
And that happened, I think, 18th or 19th century.
yeah, and honestly, like till mid, like or late medieval times,
Yeah.
people were considering taking a bath, something bad, and they were thinking that the more you smell, you actually keep diseases away.
Yeah.
well, I'm not sure if that's it. I think they more.
No, it's that.
I mean, in the 1700s, they believed if you shower every day, you open up your skin pores and you will invite infection in. So, what I'm just trying to put here is that, considering the way that medicine was in the year six.
No, this is 1,000 and something.
Okay, 1,000 and something.
Yeah.
Considering how much knowledge they had of the human body and in general of medicine and everything, for crying out loud, they were using herbs for 90% of treating people. They didn't have any sort of modern medicine, so
Yavor, what do you think modern medicine is made out of?
Yeah.
human suffering
Okay.
And parent herbs
and but
and chemistry.
no,
But Yavor,
No, but
like if you think
this
about
is-
it, Romans were pretty advanced in saving their soldiers. You know, with the honey in the wounds and with the.
I would,
like-
I think as an official practice, you're probably
It was
came,
later.
it probably came late, but I think it's very highly likely the way that the story I just pointed out. I'm pretty sure, not like, even though it was in the 18th, 19th century, it was not accepted to hygiene, the hygiene to be such a big deal and to be official and everyone to practice it. I'm pretty sure that in some places it was practiced.
People were practicing.
I'm pretty sure it has to be. In some places it's not impossible because it's so basic. That's it. It's not advanced medicine. This is very basic. You're pressing the chest,
That's all.
and it didn't even work here in this case.
well,
And it wouldn't work. Honestly, it wouldn't
basically
work.
it's like simulates the way the heart works and keeps the blood running.
Yeah. So
I
it's
guess,
not.
I
It's
guess
not
they
that.
didn't know that it's what it does. Actually.
Yeah. I like the way he actually said. It's like he didn't say.
Brings
it's-
back people.
It brings back dead people. It kind of
Yeah,
When you think about it, like, for all he knows, like, his father might have seen someone, like, a friend dying, he keeps, like, pushing and hitting the person or something.
Yeah.
And, he came back. And then he's like, oh, this is a massage that brings back dead people. Like, come on, like, it's not impossible.
It's not,
just,
it's not,
but
yeah.
as a practice, for it to be something that everyone knows, it's clearly not. It's not depicted as that. It's just something that his father saw.
Taught him.
Yeah,
Somewhere,
he
it's
saw it.
Someone needs to
It could have
explain.
been by accident.
Yeah, it could have
You
been
know,
completely
someone dying
accident.
and, as Chris said,
Yeah.
just start pounding at his chest
Wake the
from grief. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they wake up and you're like, oh, what the
Mm.
fuck did I just do?
So yeah, if he called it CPR and he was like doing it,
Yeah.
then I would agree.
And he
100%
started like,
with you.
Stay alive, stay alive.
Yeah, he was like, but he was
Then I wouldn't buy it.
He was like, I can't do mouth to mouth.
yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't do actually mouth to mouth. So this is not a full
Still
CPR.
skeptical, but let's carry on with the next thing.
That was the big.
That was the thing.
Yes.
Oh.
Next thing is
Next thing is
Torgil didn't die.
Torgil didn't know, which is a cool thing. Man, he was so like, his character is really cool. I like him.
But he's
Yes,
kind
he
of
is a
awesome.
pure fucking warrior. Like he wants to kill and like
A psychopath.
yeah, psychopath. Yeah, he brings us back to the roots of Vinland Saga, like the
And
first
Canute,
season.
the way he blocked it was like I expected actually for Canute to be able to fight, but not win obviously, but fight back a bit.
He was
did.
not winning.
He wasn't winning
without
I
the
won't-
commander.
no,
Yeah.
never.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I really loved how Canute actually told him, "Don't pursue him. I want this man to fight for me one day again." This was really cool.
Don't pursue him too far.
Too far. Yeah, but like
Because of his injuries, and then he said he'd hope that
this man will fight for him again.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's kind of fucked with that arm tendon.
Come on. Like we've seen much worse
Yeah.
wounds.
Remember when Thorfinn's hand was like
Yeah.
like this, turned upside down? He fights fine. He
And-
uses his
Yeah,
fist.
but that's a bone and the sword went to his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, it's gonna bones heal.
of course, yeah.
What
Yeah.
about tendons?
The human
Tendons.
body.
I don't know.
Even
It's
even
magical.
even today, it's pretty 50-50.
Yeah, we saw them give a CPR. Probably he's gonna go to a surgeon
Maybe
and
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
be-
stitch
He's gonna
the
learn to
tendons.
fight.
For sure.
Maybe he's gonna learn to fight with his left
Left hand.
Left hand.
Like Jaime Lannister.
Yeah.
Lefty.
He's gonna like.
I don't know. Anyway, well, it was great. It was really fun.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
think the whole situation with Arnheid dying was really cool because fuck the whole reason they stayed this long was because of her. The whole reason the old man gave money for her and they tried to escape and
And she at least said thank you.
So
something broke in Einar the moment.
okay, let's look at it in a more practical way.
Yeah.
Their entire effort was a complete waste of time because it all accumulated to her saying thank you.
I'm with you on this one.
Yeah.
Like
Even if
fuck
I
that
can-
bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch. She chose her own life with
What?
with Garder when Garder showed up.
Yeah.
She chose to go with him. She chose her fate.
Look, I was
And
thinking
I
about the
can't-
whole situation between
I
Einar
can't
and
believe.
Arnheid.
No, it's really stupid what you're saying because
Javor,
she didn't choose
Something
this.
is
She was
popping up.
enslaved.
She was no, I said she was enslaved.
no, the
But-
moment Garder
But
came back.
Garder when he came back.
Yeah, but why fuck that bitch? Like I don't understand that. I think
Well-
that's a bit too far.
Listen. Because I was thinking about the whole situation between Einar and Arnheid for the last episodes. Because obviously, she showed him some emotions, but it was not love. Like she
Yeah,
was.
a little bit of affection.
He was the one that was loving her, and even though he was loving her, the way he was acting when Garder came back, like he acted like a man. He saw a woman and her husband, and he tried to help them escape. Actually, like he put his
It was like a
his
kid.
emotions to the back. So, yes, by the end, when Garder was already dead, and as she's dying, of course, he's gonna confess his emotions. But even though he did that, like he knew that she had a life and she was going through this, and like
It's like Einar wanted to
So,
help.
I don't blame her in this situation.
And, love is not about
Her-
like getting getting laid and all that. Like it's.
I don't
If he
think
loved
it was
her,
love actually.
No, I think it was, but it's a.
He did say I love you.
Yeah, no, it was love, but it doesn't need to be strictly sexual at all costs. Like it's.
No, I don't
When
think
you love
Javor is
someone,
talking
yeah,
about
no, but
the purely sexual point.
No, I mean,
No, he was talking that it was a waste of screen time.
it wasn't.
No,
In-
not
in
a waste,
his-
not a waste of screen time, a waste of effort for the characters because in the end they tried to escape with her. They were waiting around. They could have already been on the boat, but they had to pull her almost dead body with, let's say, a dead baby inside of her
But
as
it's-
well.
it's like-
But it's a 50-50 chance that she survives.
They wouldn't
man.
know that.
They
Yeah,
wouldn't know
they
that.
don't know that she's gonna die. Come on, like if you see me half past,
Don't want to waste screen time on
yeah,
this guy.
you're
Don't
not
wanna
gonna
waste
you're not
screen
gonna
time.
drag my fucking body in some like
Drag, yes, that's the
No,
thing that we will
I
do. If you're half alive, we're gonna drag you.
I'm your friend, man. You're not gonna leave me there even if I'm dead.
We're gonna carry you, man.
It was
You will.
it was very I liked the whole thing. I liked that they tried. I liked that it ended up the way it did. I liked all of that. I thought it was like very.
It gave Thorfinn the motivation to
There
go
is
and
that.
talk to Canute. Yeah.
There's also that like that directly led to this him.
Because
going
otherwise they were just gonna leave the place. And
Yeah. Now.
And the season would have ended, and we wouldn't have 3 more episodes.
If she didn't die, then the Canute meeting would.
Yeah,
We would have,
and now
but
we
they
have
will
to
be
see
nice.
Canute and Thorfinn reunite, as Chris said. So
Yeah.
we have to see them
Still,
talk a lot.
just from a practical survival endpoint, as somebody who's fleeing the king's soldiers,
I get it,
Yeah, from
but
that
you
side,
look at this
but
as
you know,
a.
this is their perspective.
Yes,
that I'm
this is
talking
the
about.
perspective exactly. The Einar was doing this because of Arnheid.
Yeah,
Thorfinn was doing this because of Einar,
Yeah.
and the old guy was doing this because
Because
of
of
Thorfinn.
And the young lad that was
He
looking
was
like Thorfinn was
riding
doing
the
it because of
curse.
the old man. So it was a fucking domino
And
effect.
Canute don't give a shit because he's there for the land. He's gonna kill everybody.
I'm not sure.
I don't-
He doesn't
no.
want to kill
He
anyone.
didn't
Yeah,
want to.
obviously, but
Yeah.
he will if he has to.
Yeah.
And obviously, a large amount of Catel's force is already chopped up.
Yeah, it's,
Cattell.
but
Ketil.
by their own stupidity, honestly.
Listen, if Cattell was
They
ready
should've
to send all those people to die, Canute is not gonna like say, I'm not gonna touch them. He's gonna kill all those people and he's gonna get to Cattell and he's not gonna kill him. He's gonna imprison him, he's gonna make him a slave probably, he's gonna punish him in some way that's better than death, you know? Because that is worse than death.
Yeah.
Because like just killing him, it's not enough. Like it's not gonna be a good. It's gonna be an example, but not the right one. You know. At
Yeah,
least that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, but honestly, I loved everything about this. I can't like it's even when something may feel like it's man, why do we watch this? Like it ended up with her dying, and what was the point? Like no, like that was the point. That was the whole point. Like I liked it. I can stand behind it 100%.
I remember.
Which is rare. I normally love to pick apart stuff like this, but I can't.
Okay, alright, but why did she have to die like on the way there? Maybe we could have had them die in the house.
Because then you had the scene where they compared the wagon where the way her
Yeah,
husband
when they
died.
say
Oh,
when they saw
alright.
Snake
I
carrying
can see it
Ketil.
It's artistic.
Yeah,
From
it's
artistic, it is artistic. You had the wagon scene where she was on her way to.
Yeah.
All of that, like it makes sense. Like you can
Yeah.
immediately connect it. It's really good. Like I can't think of
the
a
impact
proper
on you.
critique for
Yeah.
this. I can't.
Uh,
And I'm thinking.
I'm just gonna pick you apart a little bit. I'm gonna bring you back to where you said like, it's not practical in survival point, but still you look at it by some kind of like a personal point where I'm
You're
gonna
not
leave
there.
everyone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave everyone, and I'm just gonna go for my freedom, and I'm gonna.
And you know what? He talks like this, but he's never doing this in real life. He's never doing this.
He's not gonna
he's
leave
never
any
doing
of
this.
us and
Never leaving anyone.
sprint to.
He's not. So don't call him an asshole. 'Cause he's an asshole, but he's not this kind of asshole. He's just.
No.
He's like a
'Cause this is
dog. Like,
Really?
"Wah, wah, 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 wah."
Look, if you
What
were in a group with people that you don't know, you would probably.
No, obviously,
Leave them alone.
but at some point, you know, when we're talking about the survival of the group, and we have, you know, a person who,
The weakest link.
not the weakest link, but a person who's like
Almost dead.
75% dead, because now she's 100%.
Yeah, but that's very cold and like psychological and logical.
Javorish to say.
No, it's just way too logical. It's not based on emotion. If this was someone you cared about, you're not leaving that person. It doesn't matter the percent.
If you look at it as math,
I'm amazed
Yes,
that we
you're
have
right.
to have this conversation. I'm amazed.
Like
It's
Well,
been 2 years. We still have the conversation.
Survival favors math, not emotion.
Does it?
Yes,
Now I
that's
wanna-
right, and
now
that's
I
like
wanna see
probably a
Survival
lot of
so
people
bad.
died.
No, you're seeing like this is Canute thinking right here. That this is what like the psychopath you need to become, the sociopath you need to become to be a leader. Like he expresses this sort of thought, but the difference is Canute expresses it in a world in his reality, and Yavor is expressing it for a fictional world he's looking at on TV. But in reality, it
God.
would be completely different.
God, don't ever let Yavor become a president or some kind
Like
of.
he'll be way too emotional. He will never be like this. It's,
Our
Never.
presidents and leaders are psychopaths either way, so
Oh,
yeah, but
they
they
are.
love themselves only. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should end it before people realize that we're
Before they
sitting
jump
next to
again.
Dexter. Even though Dexter will not leave like
Rita.
Rita.
Well, I wouldn't leave Rita neither.
Me too. Me neither.
Yeah,
Especially slightly pregnant big titty Rita, man.
Well,
very specific.
Arnheid and Rita are pretty comparable to be honest.
They are.
They are. Man, I really love the.
Why we should have put it this way, man. Alright, Einar, okay, I get it. You're still a cook though.
Okay, guys.
Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all stuff like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a Patreon where you can, watch the whole version of the video.
Oh, God save your souls, man.
Thanks for putting up with us.
I would say membership, but the membership is kind of slow these days. Honestly.
On this channel, but you can go
Yeah.
and check the live action channel where the
Yeah.
membership is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Like we're advanced over there, and the infrastructure is better. Alright.
There's a bell that you hit.
That's about it.
it.
Bye.